everyone. We are from Communication Science. My name is Putri Ismay Pratiwi.
My name is Zakia Wija. We from
We from class 02 ICOM 009. And then
and my name is Mai.
My name is Aulia Pratiwi, and we are from ICOM 010.
in this video, we will making meeting discussion.
Hi everyone, how are you guys doing today?
Hi, I'm doing good.
Hi, I'm good.
I'm good too. What about you?
Me too. I thought it would be fun if we talk about one of our favorite topics, K-pop.
That's a topic we can probably discuss for hours.
Definitely.
I agree. Since we are all K-pop fans, let's introduce our favorite group first. Maya, what do you want to start?
Here, my favorite K-pop group is NCT 127. My bias is Jaehyun.
Wow, good choice.
I think already tell your educated friend.
Maybe a little,
Only a little.
maybe a lot.
Okay. Who made you choose Jahin as your bias?
At first, it was his visuals. I think that's how many fans noticed him.
That's fair.
Very fair.
But after watching more interviews and performance, I started liking his personality, personality too. He seems calm and mature.
I agree. He has a very relaxed vibe, right? And his voice is really nice.
Exactly.
How long have you been a fan of NCT 127?
A few years now, maybe 6 years ago.
Wow.
That's a long time.
Oh yeah, I started listening a few songs of them. Then suddenly I found myself learning all the members' names.
That's always how it starts. One song becomes two songs. Then suddenly you are watching interview at midnight.
Very relatable.
Relatable. What about you, Leah?
And my favorite group K-pop is Enhypen, and my bias is Nicky. I love him.
I'm the engine.
Yes, of
Wow.
course.
What made you choose Nikki?
Of course, he's dancing first, and his visual too very handsome.
I heard a lot of people say that.
Honestly, every time I watch a performance, my eyes automatically go to him.
Sam. Is he your bias breaker too? Oh, my bias is Jay. Oh,
Here we go.
what?
I knew you were going to mention Jay.
Of course I was. So tell us why Jay. I think he's really charismatic. He looks cool on stage, but off stage he's funny and entertaining.
That's a nice combination.
Exactly.
I also think he's one of the funniest members too.
See, thank you. It sounds like you prepared this speech before. Maybe.
Definitely.
Okay, since we are talking about bias, I should probably talk about mine too.
Yes, it's your turn.
Go ahead.
Since we are talking about bias, I should probably talk mine too.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Go ahead.
One of my favorite group is Curtis.
And your bias is Martin, right?
Yes, and no,
What does that mean?
Curtis is my bias, but honestly, I keep changing my mind
Why?
because every member is talented, right?
Yes.
That's understandable.
Sometimes I watch Martin perform and think he's definitely my bias. Then another member appears and I'm confused.
That's called being bias wrecker.
Example.
What do you like about Martin?
Of course, it's stage presence.
And you were going to say that.
Same.
Why is everyone laughing? Because every time you talk about Martin, you mention stage lessons.
Because it's true.
Fair enough.
Okay.
You also like NCT 127, right?
Yes.
What was your bias there?
Markley.
I remember you mentioning that before.
Yeah, I always like his energy, that and confidence.
He always look like he enjoy performing, right?
Exactly.
That's one thing I admire about idols. When they enjoy performing, the audience can feel it too.
I agree.
By the way, how did you all discover K-pop?
Through friends?
Social media for me.
Sam,
Social media really introduces people to everything these days.
I wasn't even trying to become a fan.
me neither.
I just watched one performance,
Then another.
then another.
And suddenly you know everyone's
I like
birthday.
That's actually true.
I think every K-pop fan has had that experience.
At first, you tell yourself, I'm just curious.
Then a month later, you were watching every piece of content available.
Exactly.
It's impossible to stop once you become invested.
Especially when the group has good music and entertainment content.
That's one of the reasons K-pop is popular.
There's always something to watch.
Yes, like new song, new performance, new interviews.
New memes too.
Don't forget the name. Speaking of music, what kinds of songs do you usually like from your favorite group?
I like song with strong choreography and powerful performance.
Sam, but I also enjoy songs that have emotional lyrics.
I think I am somewhere in the middle. I like energetic songs, but sometimes slower songs hit different.
I agree. It really depends on my mood.
Do you guys have a song that you never get tired of listening to?
That's impossible to answer.
Sadly,
We all know K-pop fans change their favorite song every few weeks.
Sometimes every few days.
right.
One day I'm obsessed with one song, and the next week I'm a different one.
That's all true.
My playlist is constantly changing.
Same. Sometimes I listen to one song so many times that even my family gets tired of hearing it.
My sister once asked me if I knew any songs besides K-pop.
What did you say?
I said yes.
And
Then I played another K-pop song.
Okay, do you guys make playlists?
absolutely.
I have way too many playlists.
Sam,
Kind of playlists.
I have one for studying.
One for traveling,
one for working out.
And one for pretending I'm the main character in a movie.
I knew someone was going to say that.
honestly, I have one too.
Me too.
See, I'm not aware.
Walking down the street with headphones and on automatically makes like feel more dramatic.
Especially when the song matches the weather.
Or when it's raining.
Exactly.
What about performance? Do you prefer listening to songs or watching performance?
Of course, watching performance.
Sam,
Definitely performance. For me,
Really? All of you?
Of course.
exactly.
K-pop performance are part of the experience.
Choreography, the outfit, the stage design, everything matters.
That's true.
Some performance make me appreciate a song even more.
Sam,
There have been songs I didn't care about at first, but after watching the performance, I started moving them.
That's happened to me too.
speaking of performance, do you ever traveling off the choreography?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Because I value my dignity.
Come on, it can be that bad.
Trust me, it is.
Have you had to try it?
Once,
And
I gave up after about 3 minutes.
That's impressive.
Impressive.
Most people give up after one minute.
I tried learning a dance once.
How did it go?
Let's just say the adults don't have to worry about the competition.
That's probably true for all of us.
One thing I admire about idols is how much they practice.
Definitely.
Imagine spending hours every day training.
Singing, dancing, exercising, rehearsing.
It's so exhausting.
But it's also impressive.
That's one reason expecting so much.
And
Have you ever stayed up like waiting for a comeback?
Many times.
Too many times.
more times than I like to admit.
Same.
I always tell myself I just watch the music video and dance it.
But then you watch reaction video.
Then interview.
Then performance video.
Then behind the scenes content.
Suddenly it's 3 in the morning.
It's true, it's true. That's the give of fan experience, right? Oh my god.
Yeah.
What do you usually notice first when watching a music video?
The visuals.
The choreography.
Members?
That's not specific.
What do you mean?
Everyone noticed the member.
Fine. Then probably the concept.
That's better answer.
I think concepts are one of the most interesting part of K-pop.
Agree.
Some groups about the change their style every comeback.
Let's get things exciting.
Do you think you would still enjoy K-pop if there were no performance and only music?
That's a hard question.
I think I will, but maybe not as much.
Same.
The performance adds something special.
Exactly.
K-pop isn't just music. It's the whole cage.
The music, performance, variety show, content, everything.
That's why people become so invested.
That's always something to look forward to.
By the way, have you ever accidentally memorized a song without realizing it?
I'll try.
Same.
Definitely.
Sometimes I'm listening casually, and then suddenly I realize I know every part of the song.
Even though I don't speak Korean fluently.
Exactly.
That's actually kind of funny.
It is.
We can memorize song lyrics, but forget important things for school.
Let's not talk about that.
What's your favorite thing about being a K-pop fan?
The excitement.
The music,
The performance.
For me, it's having something to look forward to.
That's good answer.
Whether it's a comeback, a new performance, or just a new video, there's always something happening.
That's true.
I think that's one reason people stay fans for a while.
Definitely.
Okay, speaking of being fans, let's talk about biases a little more. Have your bias always been the same, or have they changed over time?
Mine has stayed the same.
Really?
That's impressive.
Didn't catch my attention first, and he's still my base now.
That's loyalty.
True.
Meanwhile, some people change their bias every month.
Why are you guys looking at me? For the record, Martin is still my bias, okay?
Still, sounds very temporary.
Exactly.
Okay, maybe I have moments where others members of my attention.
That's called being bias rated.
I know.
My bias has always been Nikki and always Nikki.
Same for me with Jay.
What made you stick with the same bias?
Every time I watch a performance, I end up noticing Nikki again and again.
That's me with Jay.
So your bias basically keep reminding you why you're your case.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Do you think your personality affects who becomes your bias?
That's actually a good question.
I think so.
Probably.
Maybe people are attracted to qualities they admire.
That's true.
For example, I like how calm Jaehyun is.
And I like confidence and stage presence.
Which is Pan Martin.
And then I admire dedication and talent.
Sam.
It's actually interesting.
Yeah, our biases might reflect what we appreciate in people.
Besides your bias, who is your favorite member in the group?
That's dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Why?
Because if I answer, my bias like get jealous.
I don't think Martin knows you who you are.
Oh, that's not the point.
That was point.
I don't know.
One thing I enjoy about K-pop group is the friendship between members.
Same.
Definitely.
Sometimes they are funnier together than actual comedians.
That's true.
Especially when they are teasing each other.
Are exposing old stories.
Those are always the best ones.
It's fun seeing how comfortable they are with each other.
I think that's one reason fans get attached to group.
Because remember feel genuine.
Happily.
Do you watch reality show?
All the time.
Same.
Sometimes more than performance.
Really?
Some variety content is hilarious.
That's true.
I've watched episode multiple times because they were so funny.
Me too.
It's also a good way to learn more about the member personality.
Definitely.
What's the funniest thing you've seen on Idol group?
That's impossible to answer.
There are many options.
Softly.
Verifying?
Some idols are unintentionally funny.
Which makes it even funnier.
Sometimes they don't even realize what they are doing.
And those moments become memes forever.
Have you ever shown K-pop memes to people who aren't fans?
Yes?
Same.
And they never understand them.
Exactly.
Then you spend 5 minutes explaining the joke.
And somehow it becomes less funny.
That's so true.
What about live streams? Do you watch them?
Sometimes.
Depends on the time.
Same.
I've watched live stream where absolutely nothing happened, but somehow I still enjoy them.
That's because fans are attached to the idol.
Exactly.
Sometimes they are just talking, eating, or reading comments.
Yet thousands of people are watching.
Millions sometimes.
That's actually kind of impressive.
If you could spend one day with your bias, what
Yeah.
would you do?
Panic.
Same.
Oh my god, very productive answer.
Okay, seriously, at Global you just went to talk and get to know them better.
Same.
I think I'd ask a lot of questions.
Like what?
Their favorite memories, hobbies, and things they enjoy outside of work.
That's a good answer.
Better than mine.
Yours was literally panic.
Have you ever had a moment where you were proud of your favorite group?
Definitely.
Many times.
Same.
I love seeing group achieve new milestones.
Whether it's an what successful comeback or a sold out concert.
It feels rewarding as a fan.
Softly.
Even though we didn't do the work ourselves.
We still feel happy for them.
That's because we've supported them for a long time.
What's one thing you like your favorite group to do in the future?
What tour?
Same.
Definitely.
That's probably a free fans answer.
Imagine if they came to our city.
Oh my god, yeah.
I'll buy tickets immediately.
And some tickets don't sell out first.
That's the scary part.
Competition is intense.
Very intense.
Speaking of concert, if we all attend a concert together, who do you think will be the loudest?
Maya.
Really, Mahia, excuse me.
Come on, we all know it's you.
Why me?
Because the moment Martin appears on the
Oh my
screen,
god.
you're going to lose your mind.
Exactly.
That's not true.
Really?
Okay, maybe a little.
I think we heard you from the parking lot.
That's an exaggeration.
Not by much.
Honestly, I don't know how I react at the concert.
You'd probably cry.
Maybe?
Maybe?
Definitely.
Okay, fine. I might cry a little if I saw Jaehyun in person.
A little?
Sure.
For real. We would believe you.
I think I just stare at the stage the whole time.
Like this.
Definitely.
So,
I probably forget to record anything.
that's actually possible.
Some people spend the whole concert filming.
And some people just enjoy the moment.
I think I do a mix of that.
That's probably the best option.
Have you ever imagined getting noticed by your bias at a concert?
Every fan has imagined that at least once.
Of course.
What would you do if it actually happened?
Panic
Again,
is a realistic answer.
You're right.
It's
Honestly, I don't think I know how to react.
same.
imagine making eye contact with your bias.
I will think about the moment for the next 10 years.
Only 10?
Fine, the rest of my life.
Let's talk about merchandise.
Oh no!
My wallet is already scared.
Same.
Do you collect anything?
Mostly photo cards.
I like photocards too.
I have a few, but I'm not a serious collector.
I think photo cards are one of the biggest temptation for K-pop fans.
Definitely.
Especially when you really when a specific member.
Have you ever bought an album hoping to get your bias?
Yes.
Many times.
And it never works.
Exactly.
It's like the universe knows who you want and gives you someone else.
That's so true.
Then you start negotiating with your friends.
Trading photocards is practically its own economy.
Honestly, yes.
What's the luckiest photo card would you ever have?
I don't think I've ever been lucky.
Same.
That's kind of sad.
Really sad.
One time I actually got the member I wanted.
No way. Wait.
Teach us your secrets.
I don't have any secrets.
You're just lucky.
Have you ever spent money on something K-pop related and immediately regretted it?
Oh,
That's a dangerous question.
I think everyone has at least one story.
Go on.
One time I bought something because it looked like amazing online.
And
It looks very different when it arrived.
it's painful.
What did you do?
Pretend that I still like it.
My biggest problem is convincing myself I don't need something.
same.
Then what happened? Then what happened?
I keep thinking about it 40 days.
That's so real.
Then I end up buying it anyway.
Let's talk about social media.
Okay, okay.
How often do you check for updates from your favorite groups?
More often than I should.
Sam,
Definitely.
Sometimes I open social media just to check if there's any news.
even though I checked 5 minutes ago.
Exactly.
And suddenly there's a new photo, teaser, or announcement.
And the whole fandom becomes active immediately.
That's actually one of my favorite things about fandom.
The excitement?
Yes.
Everyone reacts at the same time.
It's like a huge online gathering.
Especially during comeback season.
Nobody sleeps during comeback season.
Have you ever accidentally spoiled yourself?
So many times.
Sam,
Me too.
I'll tell myself not to look at spoilers.
then 5 minutes later you're looking at spoiler.
Exactly.
Curiously, the curiosity is too strong.
It's always win.
Besides music, what's your favorite type of content?
Behind the scenes video?
Interviews?
Reality show.
I love behind the scenes content
Why?
because it shows a different side of idols.
That's true.
You get to see how much work goes into everything.
It makes me appreciate performance even more.
If you could ask your favorite group one questions, what would it be?
This one.
That's the challenge.
I test what motivates them when they're tired.
That's a good question.
At X, what does recommend their most .com?
Nice.
I'd ask what kind of concept they want to try in the future.
That's interesting.
What about you, Maya?
I asked Martin how he managed to have so much stage presence.
There it is.
I know it.
We all knew it.
Okay, fair enough.
Since we are talking about future concepts, what kind of comeback would you want from your favorite groups?
I'd love something powerful and dramatic.
Sam, I really like concepts that all tell stories.
The story was exciting.
I agree. It feels like you're watching a movie instead of just a music video.
Exactly.
Some concepts are so detailed that fans spend week analyzing them.
And creating theory.
So many theories.
Sometimes different theories are more complicated than actual school projects.
Have you ever met your own fan theory?
Once.
Was it good?
At the time, yeah.
At the time,
Yeah. Looking back, it made absolutely no sense.
That's usually how fan theories work.
You become convinced you've discovered something important.
then the comeback happens and you realize you were completely wrong.
If your favorite group lets you choose their next comeback concept, what would you pick?
I choose something elegant and powerful.
That's very Jaehyun coded.
What does that even mean?
It means we're not surprised by your answer.
I choose something with intense choreography.
Of course you will.
Honestly, I love a concept that's a good emotional and energetic.
That's an interesting combination.
I know it sounds possible, but some groups make it work.
What about me?
Let me guess. Something that highlights Martin?
I was going to say something meaningful.
Stop it.
Let's talk about dream collaborations.
Oh, it's a good one.
Definitely.
If we could make any collaboration happen, what would it be?
It's hard.
There are so many options.
Exactly.
I'd like to see groups with every different styles work together.
That could be interesting.
Sometimes unexpected collaboration end up being the best ones.
True.
What about you, Alia?
I'd love to see a collaboration stage with some of the strongest dancers.
The what be incredible.
The choreography alone will be amazing.
If you could attend any concert in the world for free, which one would you choose?
I'm City 107. Of
And
course.
Hypan! And Hypan!
Artist.
That we that was the easiest question so far.
Definitely.
What do you think is the most exciting part of the comic?
Uh, is it photo?
The first performance?
The music video release, of course.
For me, it's the anticipation.
What do you mean?
The waiting period before everything gets released.
It's a dual true.
Everyone gets excited together.
The whole fandom becomes active.
Exactly.
Do you remember the first time you learned all the members of your favorite group?
Yes.
It took me a while.
Same.
I always mix people up at first.
Me too.
Then one day it suddenly becomes easy.
And after that, you wonder how you were ever confused. Okay.
Have you ever tried introducing your favorite group to someone?
Many times,
Same.
How successful were you?
not very. Most of the time, they just smell polyphony.
That's so real.
Then you show them another video.
And another?
And another.
Eventually, they start avoiding your recommendations. For real, yes.
Kaku,
For real, yes.
kaku parahnya. What's one thing non-fans don't understand about K-pop fans?
How much content there is?
That's a good answer.
Definitely.
There are songs, performance, interviews, live stream, variety shows.
Behind the scenes content?
Social media updates.
Fan events?
It never ends.
That's part of what makes it fun.
Have you music that's changed because of the K-pop?
Definitely.
Me either.
Mind you,
I listen to more genres now.
K-pop introduced me to styles of music I wouldn't normally listen to.
that's actually one of my favorite things about it.
Do you think you'll still be a fan years from now?
Probably.
I think so.
Same.
Even if our favorite groups change or new groups debut?
Yeah,
The interest doesn't just disappear.
Exactly.
I agree.
if your bias suddenly texts you right now, what would your reaction be?
Crazy.
Answer me.
Have you back this question?
Apparently,
I already know May's answer.
Handy?
Many.
Apple is consistent.
What about you?
I'd probably stare at my phone for 5 minutes.
Only 5?
More like 50.
Okay, serious question.
Go ahead.
What's your favorite thing about your bias?
Dick is dancing, of course.
Jaehyun's voice and his visual too.
Martin Stitt's presence and his visual, of course. Why are you laughing? That's a golden answer.
Because you said it about 10 times today.
Maybe 11?
We lost count.
Fine. What about you, Mike?
Yes, charisma and personality.
That's actually a really good answer.
Agreed.
No. We spend a lot of time talking about favorite groups, biases, music, and concert.
And somehow we still haven't run out of things to discuss.
That's because K-pop fans can talk forever.
Honestly, yes.
Okay. Speaking of which, what's something K-pop has helped you personally?
That's actually really good question.
Yeah, it's not something I think about often.
Sam,
So what do you think?
I think K-pop taught me that improvement takes time.
I
That's
agree
true.
with that.
definitely.
When you hear about idols training for years before debuting, it reminds you that success doesn't happen overnight.
I agree with that.
Sometimes we expect ourselves to be good at something immediately.
But most people need time and practice.
For me, K-pop taught me discipline.
Because of the training,
Yeah, the amount of efforts idols put into their works is honestly impressive.
It really is.
Imagine practicing the same choreography over and over until it's perfect.
I'd lose passion after 10 minutes.
Same. Me too.
I think people helped me be more open-minded.
How?
Before I become a fan, I mostly listen to one type of music.
Same.
Now I listen to a lot of different genres because of people include so many styles.
That's true.
One album can have completely different songs.
which keeps things interesting.
For me, I think K-pop helped me the importance of confidence.
That sounds very on brand for you.
Especially considering who your bias is.
Here we go again.
I'm serious.
You know,
Putting performance to go on stage in front of thousands of people is inspiring.
That's actually true.
It takes a lot of confidence.
besides music, what do you enjoy most about being a fan?
The community,
Sam,
Definitely.
I agree.
it's nice meeting people who share the same interests.
you instantly have something to talk about.
Oh, exactly.
That's kind of what happened here.
True.
If we think of like of this competition would be very different.
Let's imagine something.
Why do I feel nervous whenever you say that?
If you could influence even relate to your favorite group, what would it be?
A concert?
Easy answer.
Definitely a concert.
Same.
Exactly.
Nothing beats seeing your favorite artist perform.
Exactly.
Do you think you'd be able to stay calm at a fan meeting?
No.
Absolutely not.
Nothing changed.
Same?
Imagine standing face to face with your bias.
I forgot to speak. I forgot my own name.
Honestly,
What a
that's
joke.
understandable.
What would be the first thing you'd say?
I don't know.
Probably something embarrassing.
Same?
It's when you're planning what to say and then forget to word it.
That's exactly what will happen.
You guys think your favorite groups will still be important to you years from now?
Definitely.
I think so.
Sam,
Even if you're busy with work or other responsibility?
Yeah?
Maybe we won't follow every update.
but we still remember the music and memories.
That's a new way to look at it.
What's your favorite memory as a fan?
That's difficult.
Really difficult.
There are too many choices.
Exactly.
I think one of my favorite memories is discovering and hyphen for the first time.
Sam,
That excitement when you find a new group is hard to describe.
I agree.
you know what's funny?
But
Every friend remembers the moment they become a fan.
That's actually true.
Yeah.
it's like a core memory.
Okay, let's go quick round.
Uh-huh.
So deep one.
Favorite group?
And student favorite?
And hyphen?
Hyphen
Artist.
Favorite bias?
Jaehyun.
J.
Nikki.
Martin.
Favorite thing about K-pop?
Performance.
Music.
Excitement.
The artist.
Dream event.
Another one concert.
And Studio 107 concert?
Artist concert.
And
Honestly,
hyphen concert.
honestly, this conversation made me want to listen to music again.
Same. Me
Me
too.
too.
I was thinking the exact thing, same thing.
That's probably the most predictable outcome.
It's been really fun talking about this, right?
Definitely.
I agree.
Honestly, we could probably keep going for another hour.
Easily.
Without any trouble.
There are still so many topics we didn't discuss.
That's true.
New groups, favorite albums, funny moments.
Film collaboration.
Favorite eras?
See, we're already starting another conversation.
That's what happens when K-pop fans get together.
The discussion never will end.
It just gets pauses.
Exactly. And knowing us, We'll probably continue this conversation later anyway.
Definitely.
Without a doubt.
I'm looking forward to it.
You too. Now, we sending the first song recommendation after this.
Not me.
That's a lie.
We all know it's going to be you.
Okay, before we end this conversation, I actually have another question.
I knew we were done.
We said let's stop like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, we're still talking.
If you could switch lives with a bias for one day, what you do it?
That's interesting.
Mm, only for one day.
Yes.
Only for one day.
Maybe.
Then maybe.
I'd do it.
Same.
What would you do you first?
I'd probably experience what the normal days is like for them.
Me too.
Say, I want to see what happens behind the scenes.
Exactly.
We only see a small part of their lives.
That's true.
Honestly, I think being an idol is much harder than people realize.
Definitely.
I agree.
The schedules alone seem exhausting.
I imagine traveling constantly, rehearsing, performing, filming content, and doing interviews.
I'd need a nap after one day.
One day.
I need a nap after 1 hour.
True.
Speaking of schedules, do you think you should require either planning?
Absolutely not.
Same. Me too.
Not even close.
Why not?
Have you seen their training routines?
They're intense.
I'd probably quit during the first dance lesson.
It's hard.
I respect idols even more because of that.
Let's talk about favorite album.
Oh, that's difficult.
Very difficult.
We do all of our questions start with favorite.
I don't know.
Because friends are terrible at choosing.
Exactly.
We always went to choose then what and swear.
Usually listen to full albums or just little tracks.
For me, it's full album.
Same too.
Definitely, yeah.
I think some of the best songs aren't even little tracks.
That's true.
There are so many underrated B-sides, right?
Sometimes I end up like beside more than the little like.
Me too. Same.
Have you ever recommended a song to someone and then waited nervously for direction?
All the time.
Same. Me too.
It's stressful.
Right?
Listen to song and then keep checking your phone.
Hoping they like it.
And when they do, it feels like a personal victory.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing to do while listening to music?
Working?
Traveling.
Daydreaming,
It's honest.
very honest.
What kind of daydreaming?
Kind where I create imaginary scenarios that will never happen.
That's so relatable.
Relatable.
Do you ever listen to music while studying?
Sometimes.
Depends on the song.
I can listen to energetic song while studying
Why not?
because I end up focusing on the music instead of my mind and my work.
Hey.
Especially when I know the lyrics.
What's one thing you wish more people understood about K-pop?
That is more diverse than people think.
Good answer.
Definitely,
A lot of people assume every song sounds the same.
But that's not true at all.
There are so many genres.
exactly.
I also think people underestimate how talented people are.
Agreed. Singing, dancing, performing, learning, choreography.
It takes a lot of skill.
Some of them even write or produce music.
Let's imagine something fun.
Another scenario.
Yes.
Go ahead.
It's all four of us format a K-pop group. What positions would we have?
Oh my god. I was something just like this.
This should be interesting.
Very interesting.
I'll start.
Okay.
I think Mahia would be the variety show member.
Why does everyone keep saying that?
Because you're always joking, Mahia.
Fair enough.
I think Alia would be my dancer. I will accept that.
Makes sense?
What about mine?
Lead vocalist.
Thank you.
And I'll just try my best.
Okay. Honestly, even though we've been talking for a long time, it still feels like there are so many things we haven't discussed.
That's true.
Every group has a different music, concepts, and experience.
Which means fans never run out of conversation.
Exactly.
That's one of the reasons it's so enjoyable.
And one of the reasons we're still talking right now.
Ketawa kurir.
Don't.
Yes, we're done. Bapak,
Hari.
100 ya Pak. Okay.
Gomenasai.
Hello, we from communication science student. My name is Mahetri Sazakia Wija.
My name is Putri Ismaya Pratiwi.
My name is Aulia Pratiwi.
So we're gonna do English interpreter. So let's ask.
Mahia.
Oh sini, duduk.
Lagi sama siapa?
Oh ya kenalin, ini namanya Maya. Dia teman kelas aku.
Hi, I'm Maya. Nice to meet you.
Dia nggak bisa ngomong bahasa Indonesia.
Lah, terus gua ngomongnya gimana?
Nah, nanti aku yang terjemahin.
What did you say?
Say, never meet you before.
Nice to meet you.
Kata dia senang ketemu sama kamu.
Oh, halo Maya.
Your friends look friendly.
Katanya kamu kelihatan ramah.
Hah? Masa sih? Orang-orang bilang muka gue galak.
She said people usually look at her. She looks scary.
Really? I don't think so.
Katanya beneran. Dia nggak gitu tuh. Dia maksudnya nggak tuh gitu. Maksudnya kamu nggak kayak gitu.
Oh. Nah, dia orang mana emangnya?
Dia she asks where you come from.
Actually, I'm from South Jakarta, but I'm growing up in Singapore, so I can speak bahasa fluent.
Jadi dia dari Jakarta Selatan. Terus dia nggak biasa ngomong bahasa Indonesia, makanya bahasa Indonesia dia nggak lancar. Dia biasa ngomong bahasa Inggris.
Pantas lancar bahasa Inggrisnya.
To say your English so fluently.
Well, because I'm live in Singapore.
Iyalah kata dia kan tinggalnya di Singapura. Tuh.
Iya juga ya.
Tanya apa?
Dia kuliah di sini juga.
She asks, you study here too?
Yeah, I'm exchange student for one semester.
Dia murid pertukaran pelajar untuk 1 semester.
Wah, seru banget.
She say that's of fun.
It is. Everything feels different here.
Katanya di sini beda sama di tempat asalnya gitu.
Kayak apa?
Like what?
People here more talkative.
Katanya di sini orang-orangnya lebih suka ngobrol gitu.
Ya sih, benar.
She agree.
Indonesian food portion are huge.
Katanya porsi makan di sini tuh gede banget, banyak banget.
Belum lihat nasi Padang dia.
She said we haven't seen the biggest person yet, nasi Padang.
What is nasi padang? I'm curious.
Katanya nasi Padang tuh apa?
Nanti aku ajak makan kapan-kapan deh.
She want to take you to try local food later.
I love that.
Dia mau banget.
How long have you two been friends?
Intinya kita udah berapa lama temenan?
Oh, itu sih dari awal masuk kuliah.
Since our first year of college.
That's a long friendship.
Kayaknya kita temennya awet banget.
Ya lah, wes, karena gue sabar ngadepin Mahya.
Woi,
It's your funny.
dia bilang ke kita lucu.
Dia belum kenal kita aja.
He said, this is actually the comparison of us.
That's a little scary.
Nah,
So what is Aulia studying?
Dia nanya jurusan kamu apa?
oh, aku jurusan ilmu komunikasi.
She studies communication science.
Really?
Katanya sama.
Serius? Wah, ada bahan obrolan tuh.
She said, now you already have something in common.
That's great.
Dia masuk semester berapa?
Which semester are you in?
Third year?
Tahun ketiga.
Sama dong.
Same as us.
What does he usually do outside class?
Biasanya kalau di luar sekolah, kamu ngapain?
Biasanya sih paling tidur.
Serius?
That's it.
Katanya itu aja. Cuma gitu.
Emang kenapa?
She said, yes.
That's honest.
Kalau dia?
What about you? What do you do when outside of campus?
I like reading novels and watching movies.
Dia suka baca novel sama film, nonton film.
Sama dong, aku juga suka baca novel.
She likes reading novels too.
Really? What kind?
Dia nanya genre apa?
Macam-macam sih, kadang romance, mystery, kadang juga fantasi.
She often read novel, romance, mystery, and sometimes fantasy.
I read romance and mystery too.
Katanya dia baca romance juga.
Nah, cocok tuh.
She said you have similar tastes.
Does he watch drama?
Dia nanya, kamu suka nonton drama nggak? Katanya.
Suka.
He likes drama.
K-drama?
Drama Korea.
Iya.
Very much.
Same.
Sama katanya.
Who is her favorite actor?
Aktor favorit kamu siapa?
Susah, suka ganti-ganti sih.
You can choose. Because it's obvious.
Understandable. Relate.
Katanya, ya, iya sih gitu.
Dia suka K-pop juga nggak?
Do you like K-pop?
Yes, I like K-pop.
Suka.
Grup apa?
Which group?
I like NCT 127.
NCT 127. NCT 127.
Oh.
Yang isinya member banyak gitu.
Kenapa?
Gue lagi suka NCT juga akhir-akhir ini.
Oh, she likes NCT lately.
Really? What her favorite member?
Katanya dia siapa yang kamu suka gitu.
Kayaknya aku suka Taeyong sih.
Taeyong, she said Taeyong.
I was nervous before coming here.
Katanya dia gugup banget sebelum datang ke sini.
Kenapa?
Why?
Because I didn't know many people.
Karena dia belum kenal banyak orang.
Sekarang udah nambah satu temen deh.
She said you have one more friend.
That's nice to hear.
Walaupun harus lewat penerjemah dulu.
She said if you need an interpreter, how?
For now.
Ya buat sekarang.
Maybe one day I learn speak Indonesian again.
Dia bilang mungkin suatu saat nanti dia bakal belajar bahasa Indonesia.
Bagus, biar gue nggak bergantung sama lo terus.
What did she say?
She supports your language learning journey.
Oh iya, sumpah.
Yes, it's very big.
Dia bilang kampus ini lumayan gede.
This campus is really big.
Dia bilang kampusnya gede banget.
Iya, kadang aku sendiri juga masih suka nyasar.
She still get lost sometimes.
Really? I thought I had only that problem.
Katanya dia kira cuma dia yang suka nyasar.
Tenang, orang lokal juga suka nyasar kok.
Even local students here lost.
Dia tinggal di mana sekarang?
Oh, where are you staying? Oh.
In student apartment near campus.
Dia tinggal di apartemen dekat kampus.
Sendirian.
You live alone?
No, I have a roommate.
Enggak, dia ada teman sekamar.
Orang Indonesia juga.
Is your roommate Indonesia?
Yes.
Ya, katanya.
Oh, pasti dia capek ngajarin bahasa Indonesia ya.
She said your roommate must be teaching you Indonesia.
She tries.
Katanya sih berusaha.
Actually, I have a few Indonesian words.
Katanya dia punya beberapa bahasa Indonesia loh.
Serius?
Beneran? Serius?
Terima kasih.
Oke.
Selamat pagi. Capek.
Kenapa kata-kata itu yang dihafal?
She want to know why you learn the word capek.
Because everyone says it.
Katanya orang-orang ngomong gitu.
Valid sih.
Can she teach me any word?
Dia minta diajarin kalimat baru.
Apa ya? Gabut?
The word is gabut.
What does it mean?
It's when you are bored and don't have nothing to do.
Gabut.
Nah, benar.
Can I use it in a sentence?
Sure.
I'm gabut.
Technically correct.
Why are you laughing?
Nothing. It just sounds funny.
Sekarang giliran dia ngajarin kita bahasa Inggris.
Now she wants you to teach her a new word in English.
Okay. What about WhatsApp?
What's up? Dia bilang katanya what's up?
Apaan tuh artinya?
Kayak apa kabar? Terus atau lagi ngapain?
Try saying it.
What's up?
Not WhatsApp. What's up?
Ya, mirip,
What up? Not what's up.
ya mirip lah.
Bukan what's up, what text.
What's up? What's up?
So, who's the loudest friend between you two?
Dia nanya, ada siapa yang paling berisik di antara kita?
Ya,
Fitnah.
What did she say?
She said, I'm very calm and quiet.
gue denger loh.
Really?
Jangan percaya.
She disagreed.
I can see that. I think Aulia is very expressive.
Dia bilang kamu itu ekspresif banget.
Maksudnya?
Muka kamu tuh gampang dibaca ekspresinya.
When she happy, I know. When she confused, I know. And when she annoyed, I absolutely know.
Katanya waktu kalau kamu lagi bingung dia tahu, kalau kamu lagi seneng dia tahu, kalau kamu lagi kesel dia juga tahu ya.
Emang sih.
What about you, Mahir?
Me?
You seem harder to read.
Kenapa?
Kalian kompak banget ya.
See?
Setuju banget.
Oke. Ternyata hari ini aku yang di roasting.
What is roasting?
Long story.
I want to know.
Maybe later.
I'm curious. Can I ask something random?
Go ahead. Dia mau nanya sesuatu yang random gitu.
Yes.
What's Aulia's first impression of me?
Wadaw. Katanya pertama kali kamu ketemu dia atau ngeliat dia tuh kayak gimana tanggapan kamu gitu.
Pertama kali lihat sih, aku kira dia pendiam.
Her impression of you, that you are quiet.
That's fair.
Iya juga.
Tapi ternyata enggak juga sih.
But she changed her mind after talking to you.
Good. I was worried that I look unfriendly.
Dia kayak cemas gitu, kayak takutnya dia gak ramah ke kamu gitu.
Enggak sih. Lo kelihatan baik.
She thinks you look kind.
Oh, thank you.
Sekarang gue mau nanya.
Now it's her turn. Okay.
Kalau nggak kuliah, lo ngapain aja sih seharian?
If you're not study, what do you do?
Honestly, I stay in bed. Then I studied.
Katanya kalau lagi nggak kuliah, dia tuh rebahan terus dan belajar sih.
Nah, sama.
Karena same as her.
Do you wake up early?
Kamu bangun pagi nggak? Bangun cepet nggak?
Kalau ada kelas aja sih.
If she has class, yes.
And if not,
Kalau enggak,
Jangan tanya.
she refuses to answer.
that's we know.
Katanya berarti enggak.
Ntar juga.
You know, I thought making friends here feels difficult.
Katanya apa namanya berteman tuh kayak susah banget gitu.
Kenapa?
Why?
Because I can speak Indonesian fluently.
Katanya karena dia nggak bisa bahasa Indonesia.
Ya emang agak susah sih. Bentar deh, gue penasaran.
She asks another question.
Go ahead.
Di Singapura kalau nongkrong sama temen ngapain aja?
What did you do when you hang up with your friend in Singapore?
Mostly cafes, shopping malls, movies, or just walking around.
Katanya kalau nggak belanja, jalan, terus nonton, ya gitu. Biasa ke kafe.
Ah, sama aja ya.
She say it's pretty much the same here.
Interesting. You know what?
Katanya apa?
I think Aulia and I can talk a lot even without translator.
Katanya dia dan kamu bisa aja ngobrol tanpa perlu translator gitu. Tanpa perlu diartiin sama aku.
Nah, iya sih, paling pakai bahasa isyarat.
She said you probably communicated with hand gestures.
Honestly, that would work.
Nah, kan?
Can I ask something?
Dia mau nanya sesuatu.
Tanya aja.
Go ahead.
What was Mahia like when you first meet her?
Kenapa harus aku lagi? Oke. Apa yang Mahya Mahya itu kayak gimana pertama kali kamu ketemu sama aku gitu?
Karena orangnya asik sih, orangnya seru.
She said I am friendly and fun.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Pas awal kenal, Mahia tuh orangnya kalem.
When she was meet me, I look calm
And
dan
Ternyata enggak.
dang. She said I look quiet at first,
and then
and then she realized I talk loud.
that's such accurate.
Ada dia setuju kalau aku tuh kayak gitu.
Nah, bener.
I know it.
Sekarang giliran gua nanya ke dia.
Your turn.
Apa yang paling bikin kaget saat pertama kali di Indonesia?
When you can here in Indonesia, what was make you shock?
The traffic.
Katanya jalan raya. Benar.
Valid sih.
Everyone told me about that, but seeing it myself was different.
Oke. Orang-orang bilang kayak gitu, tapi pas lihat secara langsung ternyata beda gitu.
Pasti langsung shock ya dia.
You it must make you shock a little.
And the weather.
Dan cuacanya juga
Panas.
hot.
Yes.
Sama. Gue juga ngerasa panas.
Si sen
You're used to it.
kamu udah terbiasa.
Tapi tetap aja panas.
Fair enough. What's Aulia's favorite food?
Makanan favorit kamu apa?
Duh, banyak lagi.
She said a lot.
Just one.
Pilih satu.
Mie.
Mie, you know, a noodle.
I serve best.
Dia bisa tebak.
Kenapa?
Why?
Everyone I meet seems love to noodles.
Ya orang-orang yang dia temu tuh suka banget mie ya.
Karena mie sih emang enak banget.
She say noodles are just superior.
That's a strong opinion. What about you, Mahia?
Me? I like a noodles. We like noodles. Kita suka mie gitu kan.
Both of you?
Ya.
Now I understand why you're friends.
Dia katanya dia tahu jadi alasan kenapa kita ini bisa temenan. Karena mie aja kita suka.
Next time, maybe we can hang out again.
Katanya mungkin lain kali kita bisa nongkrong bareng lagi.
Boleh banget.
She loves to.
Good.
Tapi sebelum itu dia harus belajar beberapa bahasa Indonesia lagi.
But before that, you must learn Indonesian word again.
Deal?
Okay.
And maybe Aulia can teach me some slang.
Oke. Kamu harus ngajarin dia bahasa gaul Indonesia.
Bisa.
But you can trust her.
Why?
Why? Why? Dia nanya kenapa? Like, just say kata apa namanya? Tunjukin kalimat slang yang udah
Mungkin
bau.
anjir.
Anjir, the word is anjir, but no. You can tell this slang word
Why?
because
Karena itu nggak sopan sih, kayak informal gitu.
that's too informal. I see.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching us. Bye bye.